Good morning. If you have decided to study to become a professional hypnotherapist, continue with us in this beautiful project of study and learning. Hypnosis is a powerful technique with which you will be able to help and improve the quality of life of a great number of your future patients. Remember, study the description of this video where you can find a link to free clinical hypnosis training classes with several free ebooks. Let's look at the history of tobacco. Tobacco is a plant native to the American continent. According to Christopher Columbus, the natives of the Caribbean smoked tobacco using a reed in the shape of a pipe called tobago, from which the name of the plant derives. Apparently, they attributed medicinal properties to it and used it in their ceremonies. European explorers had their first contact in the West Indies in 1492, when the natives offered leaves of the plant to Christopher Columbus and his men as a sign of friendship in 1510. Francisco Hernández de Toledo took the seed to Spain 50 years later. It was introduced to France by the diplomat Jean Nicot, to whom the plant owes the generic name Nicotiana. In 1585, it was taken to England by the navigator Sir Francis Drake and the English explorer Sir Walter Raleigh, initiated in the Elizabethan court. The custom of smoking tobacco in a pipe. The new product spread rapidly through Europe and Russia, and in the 17th century reached China, Japan, and the west coast of Africa. Spain monopolized the tobacco trade, for which in 1634 it established a tobacco control system for Castile and Leon, which in 1707 was extended to all the territories of the Crown, accompanied by the prohibition to cultivate the plant in the peninsula to facilitate customs control. The extension of the tobacco control system to Cuba, where much of the production took place, provoked numerous revolts, and in 1735, Spain ceded the exploitation to the Havana Company. Anglophone colonial America became the world's leading producer of tobacco. In a short time, it became the agricultural staple and the colony's main means of exchange. In 1766, the crop spread into North Carolina and reached westward as far as Missouri. By 1864, an Ohio farmer obtained by chance a strain deficient in chlorophyll, which was named white burley and eventually became the main ingredient of American blends, especially after the invention in 1881 of the cigarette machine. Many researchers did not know why this plant was so sacred. Then they discovered that in small doses it acted as a stimulant, hunger suppressant, thirst suppressant, and pain reliever. They also discovered that small amounts were used for social purposes such as consolidating friendships, stimulating negotiations at dances, and in courts martial. Nowadays, tobacco is consumed by burning the leaves of the plants contained in a cylinder covered with paper. It can also be chewed or snuffed in the form of snuff or snuff powder. If you're interested in further learning about clinical hypnosis, watch our next video, Tobacco Dependence. Remember to study the description of this video, where you can find a link to free training classes on clinical hypnosis with several free ebooks. If you have questions, add them in the comment area. About this topic and many others we'll talk about in the channel and in the videos that we'll publish. So, if you're interested, don't miss our next videos. Thank you very much.